Hello and welcome to the Park Show. I'm Carolyn Wainwright, and today we're taking flight with butterflies. We'll go behind the scenes at the Wings of Fancy butterfly exhibit here at Brookside Gardens, and then later we'll trek up county to find out about our state butterfly, the Baltimore checker spot, and what's being done to protect its delicate habitat. But first, as always, let's check in with Kate Stookey, who has the latest news from the park bench. Hi, Kate.
Thanks, Carolyn. Let's start with a celebration of a tree. A 300-year-old ash tree was recently donated to the Department of Park and Planning. Growing along the Rural Legacy Trail in Sandy Spring, it was deeded at a ceremony with park employees, historians, hikers, high schoolers, and tree huggers. We have Winchester Homes to thank for the champion tree and the 1.2 acres around it. Any golfers out there? Please be aware that the 4 parks golf courses, Sligo, Northwest Park, Needwood, and Little Bennett, are now being managed by the Montgomery County Revenue Authority, which currently oversees 5 public courses, bringing their total to 9. If you're a Player's Choice Club card holder, don't worry. You'll be given credit for the points you've already accumulated towards free golf. For more information, go to montgomerycountygolf.com. Soccer players and their families may see some changes at the Soccerplex facility in Germantown as well. One of the county's first public-private partnerships, the complex opened in 2000. The challenge for organizers has been to maintain a world-class soccer facility while keeping it affordable and available for community use. Its lease is up for negotiation this summer. Proposed changes include increasing operating hours and field usage, adding artificial turf, and doubling the stadium seating. Some residents are worried the expansion will mean more traffic into the neighborhood. If you'd like to weigh in with the planning board, call 301-495-4600. Have you had the chance to explore our park trails? Well, the Parks Department has created the 100 Miles in 100 Days Challenge. With nearly 200 miles of paved and natural surface trails, there are plenty of opportunities to get walking. Go to montgomerytrails.org and download your trail maps and log sheet today. The challenge runs from Memorial Day through Labor Day. Any budding tennis players out there? Then you may be interested in a new series of camps for kids ages 8 to 14. They'll be held at Cabin John Regional Park, Olney Manor Park, South Germantown Recreational Park, and Darnestown Local Park. Beginning June 19th, 2-week sessions are available from 9 a.m. to noon. For more information, log on to parkpass.org. The Tennis in the Parks initiative was created in partnership with the Montgomery County Tennis Association, the USTA, and the Montgomery County Rec Department. Yep, school's out, which means our seasonal sites are officially open for business. Wednesdays through Sundays, you can rent boats, canoes, or kayaks at Lake Needwood in Rockville and at Little Seneca Lake in Boyds. Over at South Germantown Recreational Park, the water jets are on high every day at the Splash Playground, and right next door, the miniature golf courses are teed up and ready for a hole-in-one. The miniature trains at Wheaton and Cabin John are at the station as well, waiting for the next caboose full. Check the park's website at montgomeryparks.org for hours, prices, and directions. The Trolley Museum in Silver Spring has expanded its operating hours too. Starting June 15th, it will be open Thursdays through Sundays. This is a great chance to hop on an antique car, discover the glory days of trolleys, or find out how you can volunteer. Go to dctrolley.org. Baseball lovers don't have to go downtown or to Baltimore to see a professional-style game. The Cal Ripken Senior Collegiate Baseball League begins its regular season on June 3rd right here at home. We've got 3 local teams in the league, and they play at Cabin John, Blair High School, and Montgomery College. Besides the games, the teams offer camps for kids, a place for birthday parties and reunions, and special theme nights. More information is available online at ripkenseniorcollegebaseball.org. For more summertime activities, check out the Recreation and Parks Guide. And here are more events for your to-do list. Enjoy!
Thanks, Kate. Well, as promised, today's focus is butterflies. They are extraordinary creatures. From their interesting life cycle to their exotic colors and patterns, butterflies appeal to both the scientist and the fashion designer in all of us. It's no surprise that the Wings of Fancy butterfly exhibit here at Brookside Gardens is so popular. But I was lucky enough to get an appointment to go inside the butterfly house as the organizers were setting up. Ann Ellis is going to be our guide. Come on. Oh, Ann, this is really nice. Now, what am I looking at here?
This is the Wings of Fancy butterfly exhibit at Brookside Gardens. And we're just getting set up. We'll be open in a couple of days. You can see a lot of pots of flowers on the side, and of course our butterflies use that for nectaring. And we have some fruit eaters that are out already. Those are some of the species that we show from Costa Rica. The rest are from North America, some of our tropical regions. Particularly, we get butterflies from Texas and Florida, as well as Costa Rica.
Now, how many butterflies are going to end up in this room eventually?
Probably our maximum number is between 800 and 900 animals in flight.
And that includes, where are the caterpillars?
We have them separated. They are in our caterpillar house, which our visitors see as soon as they enter.
And of course, the caterpillar is the start of everything. And then what happens?
Right. Well, first the female will lay eggs on what we call the host plant, which is her preferred host plant. The egg hatches, and the caterpillar crawls around. The hungry caterpillar eats a lot of the host plant. Then it forms a chrysalis. The chrysalis, after a period of time, will emerge into the butterfly.
Tell us about the chrysalis and how long the caterpillar stays in there.
We call this the emergence box. Each species is a little bit different, forms a different looking chrysalis. And it takes a little bit different time for each species as well, for that emergence. We've got quite a lot of monarchs right now.
And I'm sure a lot of people are really anxious to put a butterfly garden together themselves. What kind of plants should they use?
We do show quite a few different nectar plants, and that's what you'll see in a flight house. I have right here the star cluster, the pentas, which you're seeing more and more in our nurseries in the area. You won't see this one. This is a little unusual, called porterweed. Everybody loves the zinnia almost as much as butterflies do. Of course, we also have marigolds. We have nicotiana, a whole variety that can really quite a palette for our gardeners.
And I notice a couple of fruit trays. What's that platter all about?
Many of the Costa Rican species are fruit nectarers. They actually prefer fruit to flower. There are a few natives here in Maryland, in fact, that use fruit, such as the red-spotted purple. So we've got apples, oranges. We're trying limes out, see if they like that citrus too.
Now, a show this size attracts hundreds of people a week, thousands of people a week.
Over the course of the 5 months that we're open, we usually have about 40 to 42,000 visitors.
Now, when the show is over, where do all the butterflies go?
A bunch of us, volunteers and staff alike, run around here with big nets, capturing them all. We have a special kind of an envelope we slip them into, and we take some of them down to the National Zoo, and the rest will be taken over to one of the year-round exhibits. Last year that went to the St. Louis house.
And a show of this kind must take a lot of hands to produce. Where do you get all the people from?
It does. About 200 people are needed to manage a show like this. I have some master gardeners, such as Wainwright here, working with plants. I also try to attract a lot of students, ages 14 and up, as well as retired people.
Well, Ann, thank you so much for this behind-the-scenes look. It's been fascinating.
I'm so glad you came. Thank you very much.
The Wings of Fancy Butterfly Show runs daily through September the 17th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Cost is only $4.50 for adults and $3.50 for kids. And as Ann said, she's still looking for volunteers, so please go to brooksidegardens.org. One of the exhibits at the Butterfly Show features our official state insect. It's the Baltimore checker spot. It's a rare butterfly that needs a special habitat to survive. Wetlands containing a certain host plant, the white turtlehead, where they lay their eggs. one place where the Baltimore checker spot lives in Montgomery County, in Clarksburg. But that colony almost didn't make it. Recently, I met with Denise Gibbs, a naturalist at Black Hill Regional Park, who told us more about it. Denise, tell us more about the dwindling population of the Baltimore checker spot here in Montgomery County.
Okay, traditionally, this was a very common butterfly in our area, but the last few decades have shown a decline in the species. We think it's for several reasons. One of them is that their habitat is being lost. It's a butterfly that requires one host plant only to lay its eggs on, and that's white turtlehead. And the white turtlehead is a wetland plant. It has to have its feet wet. And as we drain wetlands, we're losing the plant, so we're losing the butterfly. There are other factors as well, because turtlehead just happens to be one of the favorite plants of the white-tailed deer. And they'll come and they'll eat the host plant down to the ground, leaving nothing for the butterfly.
Denise, I understand you found a way out of the way spot where the turtlehead plant is still flourishing. Where is that?
It's right in Clarksburg, right in the center of all the development. And actually, I didn't find it. It was quite by accident. Members of the Maryland Native Plant Society, the Herb Society, were in there doing a plant rescue in the wetland when they found the eggs of the butterfly. And they called me right away, and I rushed over, and sure enough, that's what it was. So that put a stop to their plant removal, and that started the process to try to save this wetland.
Denise, why is this spot so special?
Well, this is the only known colony in Montgomery County, and there are only 9 other sites in the whole state where this butterfly lives. So that gives it a rating with the Maryland Department of Natural Resources as S3, which means Species of Special Concern. And it may even be that in the future it will be listed as an endangered species.
And what will happen next with this spot? How large is it, and has it been donated, or did you have to buy it?
It's about 2 acres. When all is said and done, it'll be about 5 acres once we add some additional wetland to it. And thanks to the developer, once the area is completed, the housing development is completed, the developer has agreed to dedicate it as park land, so it will be under our control.
Will this mean that the public will be able to visit the spot and be able to learn more?
Yes, yes, we plan on including that in our interpretive plan. So we will have eventually a boardwalk trail through the wetlands so people can observe the butterflies close up, and signs to interpret the area, and we'll also be leading walks there. So people will definitely know what they've got in their backyard.
Now, if I want to know more about the Baltimore checker spot or other butterflies, I understand you're the resident expert. What can I do today to learn more about butterflies?
Well, you can come to some of our programs. We offer several butterfly programs here for all ages, and those programs can be found in our Park and Recreation Guide, and there are many coming up in June and July. And in fact, we have one just for teachers who can come and get credit for taking the class on butterflies.
This has been great information. Thank you so much for
You're
visiting
welcome.
with us today.
My pleasure. Thanks.
So that's it for today's show. I hope you'll be able to stop by the Wings of Fancy Butterfly Show at Brookside Gardens and stop into this great gift shop. It's absolutely fabulous. It's got everything butterfly. I just picked up a few items and I'm getting ready to leave. Listen, I'll see you right here next time on The Park Show. Now listen, before I go, I think I'd like to have one of these and another pair of earrings.
Summertime activities. Check out the Recreation and Parks Guide. Sorry. Check out our Recreation and Parks Guide. Summertime activities. Check out the Parks and Recreation Guide. I said that wrong. For more summertime activities.